Good evening, and welcome back to WNBA Trending. I'm your host, Ava, and tonight we bring you a story that combines competitive fire, leadership, and a little bit of humor that had both fans and players talking. Indiana Fever stars Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark shared a special courtside moment that fans have quickly dubbed the coach moment. It's a clip that spread across social media within hours, showcasing not only their growing chemistry on the floor, but also how these two players are embracing leadership in their own unique ways. Let's dive into the story. The Indiana Fever have been one of the most talked about teams in the WNBA all season long. Much of the spotlight has been on Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation who has brought national attention, packed arenas, and broken viewership records. But equally important to the Fever's journey are the veteran voices who have stepped up to guide this young team, and Sophie Cunningham has become one of those key leaders. Cunningham, known around the league for her fiery competitiveness, toughness, and vocal leadership, has already made a strong impression on the Fever organization. She brings energy to every possession, never backs down from a challenge, and makes sure her teammates feel that same level of accountability. And while Clark's game often speaks for itself, she has quickly realized that leadership isn't just about hitting threes from the logo. It's about being vocal, setting the tone, and holding teammates accountable. That brings us to the moment everyone is talking about. During a recent Fever practice session, Clark and Cunningham were seen side by side in what can only be described as an impromptu coaching huddle. Clark, pointing out spacing and strategy, looked every bit like a player coach on the rise. Cunningham, listening, nodding, and then chiming in with her own fiery words, echoed her younger teammates' message. At one point, Cunningham even threw her arm around Clark and jokingly called her Coach Caitlin. The entire team burst out laughing, and the clip has since gone viral. But beyond the humor, this was an important glimpse into the Fever's culture. This is a team trying to grow, rebuild, and establish an identity. And moments like this show that their leaders, whether a rookie phenom or a veteran sparkplug, are embracing the responsibility of guiding the group forward. Clark, for her part, has always been a vocal leader. Back at Iowa, she wasn't shy about directing teammates, calling out plays, or demanding excellence. That energy has carried over to the WNBA. Cunningham, on the other hand, has built a reputation for being the loudest voice in the gym, whether cheering for a teammate, hyping up the bench, or challenging opponents. When those two forces come together, you get a moment like this one, where competitiveness and leadership mix with humor and chemistry. Fans quickly jumped on social media to celebrate the exchange. One fan tweeted, "Coach Caitlin and assistant coach Sophie, sign me up. These two are the future of the Fever." Another commented, "That's the leadership we've been waiting to see. This team is starting to believe." But it wasn't just fans who noticed. Analysts across the WNBA landscape pointed out how rare it is for a rookie to step into such a visible leadership role this quickly. Many rookies spend their first year just trying to adapt to the pace, physicality, and pressure of the pro game. Clark, however, has been thrown into the spotlight and has embraced the challenge of being both a star and a leader. Cunningham's willingness to not only accept but amplify that role shows a new level of trust developing within the Fever locker room. Let's not forget, leadership moments like this matter. Teams in the WNBA don't just succeed on talent alone. It takes chemistry, trust, and accountability. The Fever are building that right before our eyes. Now, let's talk about what this means moving forward. Indiana has struggled at times this season, especially against veteran-heavy teams with established identities. But flashes of growth are everywhere. From Aliyah Boston's continued development in the paint, to Kelsey Mitchell's consistent scoring, to Clark's playmaking brilliance, the Fever are laying a foundation. Cunningham has been the emotional anchor, a player who refuses to let the energy dip, who reminds everyone that effort is non-negotiable. This coach moment between Clark and Cunningham might look like just a funny clip on social media, but inside that locker room, it's a sign that players are buying in. They're finding ways to hold each other accountable while keeping the atmosphere light and supportive. That balance is crucial for any young team trying to climb into playoff contention. Clark spoke briefly after practice about the exchange, saying, "Sophie is someone I really respect. She's a competitor, she's tough, and she's always encouraging. We just kind of had a fun moment out there, but it comes from a place of wanting to make each other better. Cunningham, true to form, added a little spice to her response. I told her, Coach Caitlin's got the clipboard, I'll be her assistant. But in all seriousness, she's a baller and we all listen when she speaks because she knows the game. That type of mutual respect is exactly what builds championship-caliber teams. The Fever might not be there yet, but they are showing signs that they're on the right path. So, what's next for the Fever? More growing pains, no doubt. The WNBA is as competitive as ever, with stars like Breanna Stewart, Aliyah Wilson, and Nafisa Collier dominating the headlines. But if Indiana continues to foster this culture of shared leadership, rookies learning from vets empowering rookies, they'll continue to move closer to being a team that not only competes but wins consistently. As the viral clip continues to circulate, it's more than just a funny highlight. It's a glimpse into the heart of what the Fever are building. A rookie phenom willing to step up and speak out, a veteran willing to laugh and support, and teammates buying into the process. That's how culture gets built, and that's why fans are so excited about what's happening in Indiana. For now, Caitlin Clark might be Coach Caitlin in practice, and Sophie Cunningham might be her biggest hype woman. But on game day, their teammates locked in on the same mission, bringing winning basketball back to Indiana. That's all for today's report. I'm Ava, and you're watching WNBA Trending. Stay tuned for more updates, highlights, and stories from around the league.